Dean, he said, surprised to hear himself using Carney's first name for the first time. Do we ever buy any position hold like a regular investment? There was a pause on the other end, and the Carney voice came back, low and serious, and if he were implying wisdom from Hein. First rule of Carney, Malcolm, you never get into something you can't get out by the closing bell. No literally, of course, but quickly. If not by the bell. Then soon after. Every trade we make, we are looking for the exit point. Keep that in mind. Always keep your eye on the exit point. Malcolm ran his finger through the sweat-soaked hair. Something in Carney thought made him think that insight was meant to apply to more than just numbers on a computer screen. 4 hours later, Malcolm was wobbly to his feet to a chorus of ferocious applause. He had his hands around the pitcher of beer, and there was a wide, genial smile on his face. His shirt was open, 3 buttons down from the top, his hair was a mess, and his jacket was crammed into a ball on the couch next to him. He gazed out of the crowd, expect Brian joined the moment. After they had just, it felt good to get loose, far from brief submersion to a second night life. It was beginning to see there was no better place to let go. The bar was called Brickle Lunch. It was situated in alleys that ran parallel to the main market road that bisected the city downtown, an open-air scratch of wooden stalls hawking everything from live eels to dead lizards, from electronics and parakeets to porn magazines. Like everything else, the nearby alley was black-lit by neon signs advertising a panoply of indulgent bars, massage parlors, full-out brothels. Malcolm had signs with relief when a carrier had led him to the one bar on the street that didn't have a picture of naked women hanging about the door. He had nothing against naked women, but to be sure, but he wasn't ready to stick his toes into the darkest side of Japan nighttime culture. He'd had enough source in a single day in Osaka to know that the Japanese sex industry wasn't for the faint of the heart. Rico wasn't much to look at, really no much more than a 20 by 20 windowless basement room with round wooden tables, tethered polyester couches, and soccer posts on the walls. Malcolm had already surmised that the place had once been a karaoke bar, a fact that made evident by the tiny stage at the back of the room, and the half-dozen 80-hours television sets were strewn throughout the small place, showing pre-recorded soccer highlights from the European leagues.